last season. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check. 22. Here we go, G.
Small.
Get out.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right. He's tight right.
Toss play, Kamara.
Hey, got 4 out.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounce it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 95, 56.
At the 39-yard line.
Come on,
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Breeze now to throw. He's got Green. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready. 5-9.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Grady Jarrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike 37. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
Here we go.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, easy.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
They'll run it with Kamara. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game starts
looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
At their own 46-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so depleting for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 29, Breeze into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
We can't be stopped.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field.
It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Falcons 21, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
Who was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Green, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Lutz with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Throwing again on second down. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Hey, Franklin.
On third down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the first down.
Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. And on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Looking deep, looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
95-56.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go!
Now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
You can't block me.
Shift.
We go 21.
Here we go, 30 seconds.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let it go deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw He couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check 51.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Yellow waiting.
Check mark 45.
Let's go, let's go. Oh, 2, 0, 2.
45's the mark.
Hey, wahoo.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Get ready, get ready.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Check. Get out.
Play action, Ryan. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
21. Ready to go.
Play action. It's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready. 95-56.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Ready. Blue 80.
Mike 37.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
5'9".
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Shark. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
First
Ready.
5'9".
So don't say nothing.
2 kill. 5-1. Ready, quick.
To throw is Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready. Yellow 80. 12, 12, 12.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
20 seconds.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yellow 80.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Green brings it in. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is where it came from. This is where it came from.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Hey, here we go.
Hey, we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. He'll kill. He'll kill.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The 3rd quarter has now been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it, baby.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, South.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Gotta go.
They go play action now. Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Here we go.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36.
23 yards. First down.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Get ready. Get ready.
Recon, 132.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
47. He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
51.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
15 yards, 1st down Atlanta.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. The end result, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Ryan now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Go. Mike 27. Here it comes.
From the gun, it's Ryan.
Let's go.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Complete to Calvin Ridley.
59,
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
At the 3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Whip.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. The throw is Ryan. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Don't throw this way.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The Eagles. That's right. Then gets it with the Eagles. And I believe he's got...
And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Check.
Over.
Watch the call.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Falcons 40, Saints 14. Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Breeze now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That's his way of putting it behind him.
And he finds Cook. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready.
Breeze now. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Michael Thomas, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
Ready.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
12. 45. Hey, kill.
What?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here.
Hey, check 20. 11. Hey, easy. Opposite.
One final try here for Breeze. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm giving it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Ripper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your bro, when you're supposed to pop in your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, them out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you ring spin, A-star quizzes, A plus the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to like rocket fuel.
Yeah. When I've been up this magic. When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case.